Okay, today's lesson we're going to talk about how to divide using mental math. Okay, and we're going to go through here, and we're basically going to be looking for patterns. So we're going to come up with some patterns. Okay, first on problem number 1, we're going to look at our basic fact right there. Our basic fact is 28 divided by 7. Okay, and we know that 28 divided by 7 is because 7 times 4 is 28, so 28 divided by 7 would be 4. So, looking at the next one, the basic fact there is still working on the same basic fact. 28 divided by 7 is 4, but we have 1 0 there, so we need to mark our place value with that. So 280 divided by 7 equals 40. And on the same thing, same basic fact, 28 divided by 7 is 4, and I have 2 zeros to mark my place value. So 2,800 divided by 7 will be 400. Let's go and look at problem number 2. Problem number 2, okay, 64 divided by 8. Okay, we know that 8 times 8 is 64, so 64 divided by 8 would be 8. Okay, the same basic fact, 64 divided by 8 is 8. And and we go ahead and we have 1 0 to mark our place value, so that would be 80. Okay, and the last one on that, number 2, 64 divided by 8 is 8, and I have 2 zeros to mark place value. So 6,400 divided by 8 would be 800. Let's go and look at problem number 3 over here. How is dividing 320 by 4 like dividing 32 by 4? So it's just like our problems over here. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So 320 divided by 4 would be 80. You look at question number 4. Question number 4. On question number 4, it says Jose orders 240 binders and divides them equally among the 4 classes. How many binders will each class get, and what basic fact did you use? Okay, on this problem right here, we know our basic fact is 24 divided by 4. Okay, we know that 4 times 6 is 24, so 24 divided by 4 would equal 6. Okay, and with that, with our knowing that basic fact, we would know that 240 divided by 4, so we say our basic fact is 24 divided by 4 equals 6, and I have 1 0 there to mark my place value, so 240 divided by 4 equals 60, so that means each class would get 60 binders. Okay, I'm going to go through here and I'm going to work on all the even problems. We're going to work on all the even problems. So, the first problem that I'm going to work on is problem number 6. Problem number 6. Okay, on problem number 6, I have 2 divided by 10. I know 2 times 5 is 10, so 10 divided by 2 would be 5. Okay, and just below that, same basic fact. 10 divided by 2 is 5. I got 1 0, so that would be 50. And 1,000 divided by 2 would be 500. Okay, problem number 8. Okay, problem number 8. 24 divided by 8. I know 8 times 3 is 24. So 24 divided by 8 would be 3. 240 divided by 8 would be 30. And 2,400 divided by 8 would be 300. Okay, go ahead and look at question number 10. Question number 10. 36 divided by 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9. And I have 1 0 there, so that would be 90. So 360 divided by 4 would be 90. Next problem, problem number 12. Basic facts, 16 divided by 4. And we know 4 times 4 is 16. So 16 divided by 4 would be 4. And then I have 1 0. So 160 divided by 4 would be 40. Okay. Problem number 14. Problem number 14. The basic fact we have on this is 9 divided by 3. And 9, we know 3 times 3 equals 9. And I have 2 zeros there to mark my place value. So 900 divided by 3 would be 300. Problem number 16. Problem number 16. The basic fact there is 36 divided by 6. And I know 6 times 6 is 36, so 36 divided by 6 would be 6. And then I have 1 0 there, so that would be 60. Okay, problem number 18. Problem number 18. Basic fact there is 21 divided by 7. I know 7 times 3 is 21, and I have 1 0 mark my place value, so 210 divided by 7 would be 30. Okay, problem number 20. Problem number 20. Okay, basic fact there is 5 divided by 5. I know 5 times 1 is 5, so 5 divided by 1 would be 5. Then I have 2 zeros to mark my place value. So 500 divided by 5 equals 100. Problem number 22. Problem number 22. My basic fact there is 63 divided by 9. I know that 9 times 7 is 63. So 63 divided by 9 would be 7. And I have 2 zeros there for place value. So 6,300 divided by 9 is 700. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the next page. Got a few questions over there. And we're doing the even questions. So we'll go ahead and look at problem 24. Okay, on problem 24, okay, it says, Selena used a basic fact to solve 180 divided by 6. What basic fact did Selena use? And what is 180 divided by 6? I got 2 question marks there. I got 2 question marks there, so I'm going to have 2 answers. So the first question, we'll box that in, is what basic fact did Selena use? Okay, we know that Selena would use 18 divided by 6 as a basic fact. Okay, and the second question is actually what is 180 divided by 6? So we know that 6 times 3 is 18, so 18 divided by 6 would equal 3. So 180 divided by 6, forgot to put my 0 there, would be, the basic fact is 18 divided by 6. We know that equals 3. And I have 1 0 there to mark my place value, so the answer would be 30. Okay, let's go ahead and look at problem 26. Let's scoot it down a little bit. Try to there. Okay, problem number 26. Okay, at the North American Solar Challenge, teams use up to 1,000 solar cells to design and build a solar car for a race. If there are 810 solar cells in 9 rows, how many solar cells are in each row? So, what I want to go ahead and do first is I want to go ahead and box in my question. Make sure I answer my question. Okay, and my question is, how many solar cells are in each row? Okay, I got some important information in there. I'm going to need to know the 9, and I'm going to need to know 810. I got some information there that's not important. Okay, the teams use up to 1,000 solar cells to design. Okay, I don't need that 1,000. That's just a trick in there to try to throw us off. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to also look at my labels because I want to underline my labels. My labels for 810 is talking about solar cells, and the 9 is talking about rows. Okay, I got 2 different things, so that's kind of telling me that I'm either going to multiply or divide to solve this problem. And there's 810 total, so I know my answer is going to be smaller, so I automatically know it's a division problem. So my division problem is 810 divided by 9. Okay, and I have a basic fact there. I know that 9 times 9, or my basic fact is going to be 81 divided by 9, and I know that 9 times 9 equals 81, so 81 divided by 9 is 9. I have 1 0 mark my place value, so the answer is 90. So there's 90 solar cells in each row. Okay, let's go ahead and look at problem 28. Okay, if you know that 20 divided by 5 equals 4, how does that fact help you find 200 divided by 5? Okay, and it's just like all the other ones. We know that 20 divided by 5 equals 4, because we know 5 times 4 equals 20. So 200 divided by 5. Okay, the basic fact is 20 divided by 5, which is 4, and we have one extra 0 in there to mark our place value, so we know the answer is 40. And last problem we're going to talk about is Molly and 5 friends pick a total of 300 oranges. If each girl picks the same number of oranges, how many did each girl pick? Explain how you found your answer. And we'll go and talk through this. So I want to go ahead and box in my question. The question is, how many did each girl pick? And it's talking about oranges. Okay, and I know, important, there's 300 oranges. 300. And I got Molly and 5 of her friends there. So, okay, this is one of those problems you see a lot in the 4th grade where they try to trick the students. A lot of times the students are going to think, okay, well, I know this. I'm doing division. This is a division worksheet, and I see 300 and I see a 5, and I know I can come up with a fact, a basic fact, 30 divided by 5, but it's Molly and 5 of her friends. So the actual problem that we're going to try to work out is going to be 300 divided by 6, which is Molly and her 5 friends. So the basic fact that we have there is 30 divided by 6. I know 6 times 5 equals 30. So 30 divided by 6 equals 5. And I have 1 0 there. So that means that each girl picked 50 oranges. Okay, as you can see here, this is what we're going to do in class tomorrow. You're going to do the odd ones in class. So you can kind of go ahead and take a look at those if you want to look at those ahead of time and get